Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Gonna bring you another Stevie Ray Vaughan Texas Blues lesson. Been having a lot of fun just kind of listening to Stevie Ray again, having a little phase. So thought I'd bring you another one. I always loved this opening riff, and I actually never knew it until I sat down to learn it for Guitar Jams. So it's gonna be fun, and it's also got one of my favorite blues chords, or funky groove chords as well. So we're gonna enjoy exploring that. And then also have more free blues lessons that are not on YouTube. You can click the link below in the information box. But anyway, let's get to this tune. Here we go. All right, let's learn this tune real quick. My guitar's tuned a half step down, just like Stevie Ray Vaughan always did, and Hendrix and Guns N' Roses, and a bunch of others. So anyway, that's the first thing. And then the second thing is we've got this intro, and it all kind of, you know, it's basically like a bluesy key of B, which is on the 7th fret. So this first chord that I love is called B9. And basically, Stevie Ray would throw his thumb over on the root sometimes, but basically the chord's right here with no digit on the root. So if you see the root, and you can substitute this for a B7 chord anytime, you got the root right there, so then you go a half step lower to the A string, and you're going to put your index finger there. And then it's actually really cool because if you've been playing guitar, you know a D chord. You can form that exact same fingering of a D chord right here. So you've got, it's not related to a D at all, it's just to memorize the little shape. You've got 6, 7, 6, and then your pinky is going to go on the 7 of the B. And the high E is muted, and I just mute it with the kind of the side of my pinky. So that's that first chord of the verse. We want to know that. The other chord we're going to want to know is the E9, which is like this. So you've got 7 on the A, 6, and then 7, 7, 7 if you can do it. There's a few other chords, but those are the two. You want to get comfortable with those. And then now let's learn that intro. So we got to go a 7th on the A string. Then we're going to do 6 on the D string. And then 9 on the D string, and it's quick. I think SRV was using his ring finger. I use my pinky more. Okay, so you got boo-da-da-da. So we got to go to the 5th fret of the A string. Then to the root. Then da-da-da on that B9 chord that I taught you. See that? Now we're going to do a classic A power chord. Middle finger goes to the 3rd fret of the E string. And then I'm going to the root, which is the 2nd fret of the D, and I hammer it. So far. So after that, you can hit the high E, or you can hit the high E and the B. Then we're going to do a second fret on the G string, bend up, back down, pull off, hammered onto that. And that's in a lot of other Hendrix and Stevie Ray. Da 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 da. So we need the groove on that B9, da 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 da, and he varies the rhythm, but you're also going to see that there's going to kind of, you know, when you don't want to hear the chord, I relax my left hand, so the chord stops, not, you know, it's, you can see that light relaxing there on my left hand. So then finally we go to the 4th fret, and it's a minor bar chord, or Stevie Ray and Hendrix both use their thumb a lot. It's not as comfortable for me. I'm letting you know that's how he did it, but it's going to sound the same doing it like that. And that's how I'm comfortable doing it. And that's okay. So then we go to the E9 chord that I already talked about earlier. So we got intro. Okay, so after it's done the verse one time, it goes through the whole form again, but instead of, it doesn't do that second part of the intro, it just does the first part twice. So it goes into the chorus, which is, the rhythm's the same as that B9 verse, but it's E9 to B9. So it's like, into the solo. So we've got E9, E9, B9, E9, B9. Then instead, you might have thought I was going to do, just like I thought when I was going to learn it, that it was going to be that G sharp minor again, but it's not. It's actually an A major bar chord, which, you know, he would do thumb style or thumb style. You got this, you know, E looking shape here, barred, to the E9, then just a hit on the B9 into the solo. So you got B9, and then we're sliding from 7 to 9 on the A string. It's just a little tag before the solo. It's a little pentatonic thing. And he plays the B minor pentatonic mostly. But then, you know, so if you got this little box, you have the BB box thing above it, this little thing, and he goes, if you look at the live, I think Austin City Limits, you know, he works, you know, all in this little box, you know, And that's all like the major-y pentatonic stuff right there. And it's nice because you can go right below it back into the minor. So he solos over a basic 12, kind of like a 12-bar blues groove in B, and then basically when the solo's over, right? Then goes through the whole form again. But then when he solos later, and he's like really ripping it up with tons of mojo, that's the chorus chords, and that's really fun to solo over because it's different than a 12-bar blues. It's just all the same licks work, but it's just it's nice to like play over some different kinds of progressions, right? So I'm gonna play us through. Goes through it again. That was the tune. Hope you had fun learning it. There's a lot of cool techniques in there that are used in a lot of different ways. So hopefully you can, adapt those ideas and use them in your arsenal. All right. Remember, I do have those free blues lessons that are not on YouTube, like an Eric Clapton one, another SRV one. You can click the info.